Ok. Fala galera, tudo bem com vocês? Clica embaixo nos subtitles, na legenda, para ver as legendas em português, porque eu vou começar a falar em inglês. Em 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to my channel. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experiences here in Brazil. I've been here for 10 years and I've experienced a lot of things. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I've noticed whenever I go to the gym or when I turn on the TV. I always see like advertisements and like sponsor, you know, those commercials. And the commercials I always see is the Brazilian skateboarder Raiza Liel, is that her name? Yeah, and she's like super popular and it's like the darling of Brazil, right? One of the darlings. I know there's a gymnastic girl as well, but she is popular. She's all over the place and she's on commercials and things like that. And I started thinking about the differences between the Olympics that just happened in 2024. She won bronze, I think bronze. Yeah, bronze in street skateboarding, which is amazing. I think that's fantastic, and like she did a fantastic job. And I remember how proud Brazilians were, just watching as if she like won gold, you know. And I started comparing to, because I get media. I'm American and I'm also Korean, so I get three different perspectives, which I think is very interesting. I wanted to just lay it out to you guys and say why I think Brazil is better than compared to these two countries. Better fans, better in this. As a Korean, I totally understand being kind of like an underdog in terms of sports. You know, Koreans are not known to be super sports stars. We're good at like badminton, table tennis, archery. So when you come into something that's like dominated in like the big countries like USA, Russia, China, you would think, that's amazing. I think that Koreans would back up any athlete like that. And so when you think of in Korean terms, they have the mentality of they're cheering on for the athlete, but just to the point where, so for example, if they win gold, it's like, I mean, anybody who wins gold they're the best in the world, right? So you're gonna be like, whoa, yeah, that's cool. If they win silver, for the most part that I know, or from the experiences that I've seen with Koreans, they have the mindset of, what a pity. If they just did a little bit more, they could have won gold. You know, they could have gone farther. They could have reached the goal of gold. And it's kind of the same mentality of academics with Asians, right? Like, oh, if you get a grade on a test and it's like a C or a B, they're like, well, why couldn't you get an A? You know, there's always that little like, you could have done better. Like, but you just got like this, kind of like, you know? But in Brazil, if you win any medal, bronze, silver, what I found out was Brazil is like, if you win a medal, you won gold. Bronze is gold, silver is gold, and gold is double gold. Like, if you win gold for Brazil, I've noticed it's like people are like,
Aqui é Brasil, this.
isso é o alma da Brasil. But he's like, but even if you win silver, they're still like, no, they're the best. They're the best in the world. And that kind of like backing, that kind of support for an athlete, I think is amazing. I think that's that fandom for somebody who excels in something. You guys have it like, I don't know, I've never been to other places. I've never seen how other people, but as compared to Korea and America, you guys are number one at it. America has a different mentality. Like, it's very, I think it's the worst of all of it, because they're so like, how do you say, arrogant in the sense of this. We're the best country, usually, right? Usually USA wins the most medals. They're used to it. Like, if you don't win gold, you didn't really win. Like, if you won silver, they're like, well, that's nothing really. I mean, it is something. They're still like, you're a medalist. you're a medalist, so you know you're one of the top athletes of the world, but it's not gold because the Americans have like the standard of excellence, right? They put a lot of money into their sports program, so they expect big and top results, right? And they have this mentality of kind of we should be the best. So if they're not the best, you're nothing. Like you're not talked about as much. I've never seen medalists, like a bronze medalist, like a documentary of a bronze medalist in America, like an episode. But here in Brazil, this is where all things are different, because here in Brazil, you guys have interviews, you guys have biographies, you guys have like shows revolved around these people who have won, just making a medal, like their rise to become where they are now. And even if they're not the top of the top of the top, they're still cherished and viewed as like amazing people, which they are. And all, even Americans and Korean athletes who are, you know, they're the top of the world, so they go to the Olympics because they are the top, right? The best of the cream of the crop, right? But I feel like Brazilians have the right idea to see the athlete of what they are. They're the best. Americans have this arrogance and they just, we should be, you know? If you're not at the top, then you lost. And then the Koreans have this mentality, they do have that underdog mentality, so they are happy for the medalists, but at the same time, there's that subtle, could have done better. You should have done better. I don't know. I think that when you look at the Brazilian people and how you guys put these medalists, any medalists, and even athletes that don't make the medals, you guys still, you know, there's like this apoya. You know, I seen like before the Olympics, you guys would show like their training, their upbringings, where they're from, how you know, like Brazil. I mean, one negative thing that I have to say about Brazil is that you guys don't put a lot of money into developing your athletes as much as other countries. So for you guys to even get to that standard of like the top, I feel is like, man, if you guys just had, you know, the backing and the support, you guys could be a lot more gold medalists, a lot more, you know, medals here in Brazil. I mean, that's just one thing that's in my mind. But I don't know. I wanna congratulate Brazilians for being that kind of like support. That kind of, it's weird because I only know this word in Portuguese right now. It's only coming in Portuguese. But carinho, like you guys have this carinho for these athletes that is I've never seen in all the other countries that I've been to. So parabéns. Because that's something that all the other countries need to learn from you guys. You guys are to you guys, Raiza, Leal, 1 gold. To you guys, all the other medalists that, you know, this year I was following the Brazilians, all the gold medalists, the two people that won gold, right? Judo and gymnastics, right? Gymnastics with Rebecca. And I mean, these people, I mean, you guys put them like on top of the top, and that's amazing. I find it incredible. Even if they're not at the top of the top, they won bronze or silver, you guys still give them that kind of support, and I think that's amazing. That's something that other countries need to learn. And just wanted to say, yeah, man, Brazilians, you guys are the best at that kind of stuff. I think I've been seeing over the years, just watching the kind of support that you give your athletes that are at that kind of like world stage. The world needs to learn from that. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just something that I've been noticing here, watching television and seeing all the commercials with Raiza. And I just kind of thought how different it is compared to the other countries. Anyways, just thought that was interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until the next video. Ciao, amigos.